Well, hello there, YouTube. This is kind of a little bit different from what I'm used to doing, so sorry if this is really scuffed. But today I'm coming with you with a little bit of a kind of interesting thing I found. So, as you can see where I have searched in my search bar already, Respawn is celebrating 10 years of being developing games. Yeah! I'm already off to a great start, am I? But first off, congratulations, Respawn. You guys are phenomenal. I love your games that you have done. I know I sound like a major fanboy, but it's genuinely awesome, genuinely true, if I'm going to be honest. And for those who don't know, right? I'm going to say because like 500 times now. For the people who don't know who Respawn is, they are the creators of the Titanfall series, Titanfall 1 and Titanfall 2. They're also the people that made JEDI Fallen Order. I don't know, maybe heard of that game. Or, I don't know if anyone has heard this one. I can't tell. Apex Legends? It was a small game. It was so obscure. But anyways, Titanfall 2 is still in my top 10 games of all time to this day. But let's get to the real reason why I'm here making this video. So, Respawn 10th anniversary video was launched. And I'm going to go ahead and put this in full screen because something caught my eye in this video. And I can't tell you what it is. I want you to see for yourself. So I actually have over here on the side here the timestamps of what caught my interest. So it's basically, and there is no audio because the song that they played in this is like heavily copyrighted. And I don't want the video getting taken down. So, of course, starts off normally. 10 years of Respawn Entertainment. You know, you have your, thanks to all the Titans, like, oh yeah, that's cool. You know, Titans, that's awesome. All the pilots, yes, you know, all you Titanfall players out there, rise up, right? Of course, you have your JEDI, like, hey, oh, I guess I clicked the wrong one. There's the JEDI. I guess I didn't want to click on there. Like, all right, you got your, you get, like, hey, who are you? And then, so let's go ahead and skip forward a little bit more. The soldiers. Now, when I saw this when it first came out, I'm like, okay, soldiers. I'm like, are we talking about like stormtroopers or are we talking about like the grunts? Because if you remember, Cooper was just a rifleman from before he became pilot of PT during that deal. So I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool. So they're giving tribute to Cooper. But I want you to see what I saw. That's a VR headset, right? Hold on. Let's go back. That's a VR headset right there. And so my mind is automatically like, VR? Why is there a VR headset? I'm like, Respawn hasn't made a VR game, so that's kind of cool. And like, you can see the background, the trees. Like, let's move it forward. Then I saw this, I'm like, okay. Are we in like France or somewhere? Are we about to be World War II? Because you could kind of see like what is that a leaf field right there? Like, really what threw me off of the curb is the bike itself. So we're going to continue real quick. We're going to skip a little farther into the video. Oh, here it is. I was wondering where this clip was. So this is a clip from the game, from this game. So, as you see, pan, PUBG, anyone? I just thought it was really funny. He just throws a pan at this, and as you can tell, hold on, we're going to, boom. So we're in World War II because you can see the guy's uniform, but he just throws a pan. I thought that was pretty funny. I was trying to find that one earlier. But as you can see, continues. Here we go. Boom. He catches a grenade, throws it. Oh, hold on. Oh, come on. Nope. Stop. Nope. Stop. I'm professional, I can tell you. I just love how like he catches the grenade, tosses it, throws it, it explodes. It was a really cool transition. This was an awesome transition. And so like the rest of the video plays out normally, Respawn, you know, whoop, right? So this really caught my eye. And I was like, why haven't I heard anything about this? So we're going to go to the description where I have this highlighted. So it talks about, it marks 20 years, or 20 years, it marks 10 years. We're in 2020, 10 years of Respawn Entertainment, celebrating the legacy of the studio, first with Titanfall in 2014, JEDI Order in 2019, and this was the part that got me. It says this video also includes a small glimpse into Respawn's next coming launch with Medal of Honor above and below VR later this year. And sorry, I just spit all over my monitor. I'm just doing great this video. And I'm like, we're getting a new VR game, and not only that, we're getting a Medal of Honor VR game. I'm like, okay, that makes sense now. We're in World War II. We're playing. We're going against the Nazis. That's insane. I'm like, we haven't had a Medal of Honor in a while. So before I continue on some of the points I have here in a second, I did do some digging, and I did find an official trailer, and we will have audio for this one because this one seems like a normal trailer. So let's go ahead and watch the trailer together because I haven't watched it fully yet. During World War II, see, I was right. French resistance fighters used music to coordinate attacks on Nazi soldiers. All right. There's the grenade. Pan. I just love the think.
With Medal of Honor Above and Beyond, I think we're finally able to fully realize that vision from 20 years ago of putting you in the boots, allow you to see through the eyes of someone who was actually there. And that's been the most exciting and fulfilling part of the project.
Ah.
There's no moment in this game where like you're just relaxed, right? You're in a war zone.
You are a member of
Tommy
the
gun.
OSS, the Office of Strategic Services. That allows us to tell a story where the player gets to go to all these incredible places.
VR adds such another level to it just because people want to naturally interact with things how they do in the real world.
Ooh.
Whether you're inside a
that's cool.
tank or at an airfield or sneaking into a Nazi subbase, the level of immersion is unprecedented.
Through the power of VR,
Oh, wow.
You're climbing a wall, you're pulling out your gun, you're catching a grenade in midair and throwing it back. Those are all things that you end up doing yourself.
It's exciting and it's terrifying and it's fun and it's cool kind of helping
Oh,
create
he's got a
these
knife.
experiences
Uh-oh.
for people.
Oh, he's gonna throw. Oh, that's pretty cool, actually.
We are making a game about the reality of World War II. So for us, you know, the authenticity was everything.
When you put that headset on, you feel like you're back in World War II era Europe.
It's a very surreal experience to be there without being there.
You're not watching history on a flat screen. You're experiencing history with your own eyes.
One of the
We have
best parts of
opportunity
VR.
to sit down and interview combat veterans from World War II.
It's very emotional and it's very inspiring. And that's what draws us to dive deep for our characters.
And putting you as the player on an adventure that spans some of the biggest moments of the war.
Oh, that's pretty
The
awesome.
Medal of Honor franchise immediately gives us something more intimate, more cinematic.
Games are at their best when they're immersive, and we're finding all sorts of little things that you can't do in
Oh,
traditional
that's
games.
pretty
Having
awesome.
the backing of Respawn and Oculus gives us the ability to push those boundaries in ways that it hasn't been pushed before.
When you see someone play it, when they just kind of lose themselves into the game, it's been pretty impressive.
If the game
Okay.
we're making ignites people's imaginations and illuminates the world, then we've accomplished what we set out to do.
There you go. All right, let's see. 2020, Oculus, Facebook, Respawn, and EA. All right, so there you guys have it. No, we don't want to watch the trailer. So let's go ahead and let's go a little bit back. Like, I think what really cool. Okay, where was the part where they like pulled a pin from the grenade? Oh, this is it right here. Like, watch this. Like, he puts it to his mouth, pulls the pin from the grenade, because some people do
Little
this,
things that you
and
can't
then
do in
tosses
traditional
it.
games.
That is pretty cool. So yeah, and I was like, this is insanity. This is actually pretty cool, and you could tell like these people really care. Okay, I'm gonna stop now. Let's go ahead and like mute it real quick so we can just go back. The pan was really great though. This is like I gotta rewatch this. It was like my favorite part. This is like look at his look at his head. Hold on. Okay, here we go. That's the funk. But okay. Hey, with all that aside, so we are getting a Medal of Honor game, and it is in VR. That's exciting. People are going to be asking, like, where is this going to launch? Where, from what I could gather so far, that it is going to be launched on the Oculus. I am asking if you will please ask EA to also put this on Steam, because I want to say 85% of the VR market is on Steam, like because of HTC Vives and indexes. So this kind of takes them out. Now, there is an application. I don't remember what it's called. If I do remember and I find it when I'm doing the description, I'll leave a link in the description in the below that allows Valve indexes and Vives to be able to play Oculus games. And I'll also leave a description I'll leave links to both the trailers and the anniversary stuff, so y'all guys can have it too. But like I was saying, I didn't hear anything about this. Like, this one flew underneath the radar, and I'm like, why no hype for this? Because especially I would have thought like EA and Respawn would have more like announcements for this game, especially after the huge success that Half-Life Alyx had this year. I really would have thought they would have pushed this forwards. And I'm like, and there isn't. And I'm like, I'm hoping they're not doing what they did with Titanfall 2. If you remember, the whole thing about that is like they announced the game and then nothing else was said about it. So I'm hoping this will give some more hype to the game, to this game, and for a lot of people, because the last game in the Medal of Honor franchise was Warfighter on the 360 and PlayStation 3. It wasn't released on Xbox One or PS4. Maybe it did. Maybe they had like the upgrade system like they kind of had with like Battlefield and COD Ghost back when they released. So it's been at least like 3 or 4 years now since a Medal of Honor game has been made. And hopefully that with this will give Respawn or EA another chance to hop back into this franchise. And I think a real reason why that they stopped making this franchise too was because of Battlefield was going back to World War II and doing everything that Medal of Honor was doing. Now, I'm excited that we're getting a VR game, and it's really awesome to see that AAA companies are coming to VR, and this maybe is a hopefully a huge step for companies coming in. I know for a lot of people that wondering like, why don't companies make a lot of VR games? And it takes a lot of time to make a VR game. I'm just hoping that this does very well, and I hope like Respawn and EA will continue making VR games, because here's the thing I want to talk about. So Respawn, my bad. I would like to ask y'all something. Have y'all ever thought about maybe making a VR Titanfall game? Now, like, before I continue saying, I know you guys have put this on the back burner for now because you guys are working on Medal of Honor Above and Below. You also have your company working on Apex Legends, and you're also working on not Titanfall, a Jedi Fallen Order 2. But I was wondering that it would be really cool to see a VR Titanfall game. And now I'm mainly thinking of like maybe this game being like the multiplayer. Like, I don't know about you, but I think it would be really cool running around, having like double jump, using your grappling hook, swinging around like Spider-Man and stuff like that, having double speed, throwing your shells, having your little gadgets and stuff like that would be amazing to have as a VR game. Playing against other like pilots, I think that would be so much fun. And like then having like a whole thing where the Titan comes down and you hop in your Titan, then you could control this big giant mech punching other things around, shooting like your minigun or whatever it is. Like, imagine like being a rodent and reaching in the back and grabbing the sword and start swinging at another Titan would be pretty fun. I think it would be awesome. Now, if you do this, and I have to have a huge emphasis, if you do this, at least announce like Titanfall 3 as like a normal game. Like make this like as a spin-off like side game to compare to then have Titanfall 3 as your mainline. But yes, I'm hoping that this goes to show that maybe more companies will come down the line and be like, hey, we're also making so-and-so for the VR. I just this is a bright future for VR and Respawn. So Respawn, thank you for making this game. I hope it does really well. I might have to buy it myself. But with that said, guys, I'm going to go now. I'm going to go probably go edit this video. And thank you guys for watching. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.